Hello everyone. Hopefully this is going to be the last video for the philosophy. I think this one is going to be more fun because this is also for your children. I'm not a poet, but I turned first. I turned this philosophy lesson from Persian language to English, and then from English I turned it to a poem, which will be hopefully is going to be more attractive for your children and yourself. The name of the philosopher is Maulana, is from Iran, and this person, allow me I tell you about this because it related to previous video. This person was very popular at his time. It was like a Islamic leader, so he knows Quran very well. But almost 20 years before he died, he turned away from Islam completely, and his master was Shams Tabrizi. So then, after all, he followed Zoroaster, which was saying, as I said, your thought, your act, and your speech has to be always aligned in order to find happiness in your life. So after all, he went back to his root, who was Zoroaster. So this poem is exactly pointing to what he learned from Zoroaster, and the best example or symbol would be Cyrus the Great, because he acted everything he claimed. So the name of this poem Maulana wrote is Advisor Bird, which I translated in English and to a poem. Please pay attention and let me know what result you get from this story. By the way, I'm not a poet, so if you see any mistake, please forgive me. A hunter captured a bird. The bird spoke to him like a nerd. You don't even get full. You don't get even full with cow, sheep, and the third. How can you get full by eating a light, thin bird? If you decide to set me free, I will give you 3 advices for free. If you listen, learn, and practice them all, you and your beloved will be happy overall. To assure you that there is no trick and cunning, I give you the first lesson while I am in holding. If you set me free in your yard, you will get the second lesson without retard. You will get the third one when I land on that tree. The hunter accepted and promised to set it free. The it is the bird. The bird gave the first lesson in his hand. Don't believe any illogical statement, even as small as a sand. He liked the lesson and let it fly around his yard. Then the second lesson came out of its beak in the yard. Do not hurt yourself. Do not hurt yourself from regret the past. Learn from it and move on, because past is past. He clapped for it and opened the door. Bird gladly flew from the yard floor. When it landed on the tree with happiness, it looked at him and said, inf- and said, I'm sorry. It looked at him and informed him, but not advices. I'm going to read this again. When it landed on the tree with happiness, it looked at him and informed him, but not advices. Bird said, I have 300-gram unique pearl in my belly. You could get rich with in you could get rich with it in Delhi and Bali. Bali is a beautiful island in Indonesia. When the hunter heard this, got angry, just like a lost man who is thirsty and hungry. Bird told him, hey, smart guy, did you listen to me, or was it for you just a high and by? Don't regret from the past. Learn from it, I told. I also told you, don't believe illogical without hold. My weight is 300 gram pure. How can my stomach has 300 gram pearl? Hunter replied, yes, whatever, okay, understood. Now, give me the third lesson while I'm in the mood. Bird shook its head and replied, did you learn my lesson? Have you applied? I gave you two free lessons to who wanted to kill me. Why must I give teaching you? Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm going to read this again. I'm not a good poem reader. I gave you two free lessons to who wanted to kill me. Why must I keep teaching you who doesn't respect me? Teaching is like planting a seed and hoping to grow. For you is like planting it is for you is like planting it in a salty desert and no grow. Okay, as I said, Molana brought this up again because many people, they uh, say something, but their thought and their act is totally different. So this is the reason I pinpoint this matter of Zoroaster, who's a philosopher of the philosopher, in my point of view. And as you see, is the tree behind me. This tree is like a symbol of a philosophy, because imagine this is a fruit tree, which every year gives you a tasty fruit and you enjoy it. It has vitamin, enzyme, and calcium, mineral, and on and on. But one day, this tree gets sick and you want to bring him back to the original health. If you just do the Google and the YouTube, how can I heal this tree because virus attacked his leaves? Imagine if it's an orange tree, when a virus attacked this plant or this tree, the leaves gets twisted. So, and it gets a white spots. most of the farmers, they go to store buying poison, pesticide, and they spray all over this tree because they are fighting with this virus. If this farmer knows a little bit about philosophy, he's gonna think after why this happened. What's the reason of this problem? Instead of going to store and poisoning all over this plant, which the poison definitely goes to the soil and goes back into the plant. And the orange you are going to eat a year after has poison in it. This is an example why the philosophy is helpful in every aspect, even in farming. What a deep thinker of what a farmer who's a deep thinker does instead of poisoning the plant. He's going to check every aspect what a plant need to grow: light, soil quality, the quality of the water, and all those elements. First is going to inspect the soil, even sending a sample of it to a lab. If the result is good, then say, okay, maybe the water source is not good. He's going to check the water source, then he's going to find out, oh, the water has chlorine in it, massive amount of chlorine. So he's going to filter the water, eliminate the chlorine part of it, which I teach you how to do it in the future, in the next video or a video after that, which is really simple. Then your plant will be happy because he's getting a true intelligent water instead of dead water with the poison. Okay? Same thing with the soil. If you see a worm, which to many people is nasty and dirty, and they kill the worm, maybe that is wrong. That worm in the soil, that's a very good sign. When I see it, I tell, okay, this is a good soil, and let's plant something here. Then other element, if there is a big tree, putting a shade on this tree, we are going to have a problem. So definitely that tree could be not a good tree, has to be removed, or the shade is the shade of a big building, is killing the tree. So half of the light or half of the sunlight is not getting it, therefore its immune system goes down. Plants, just like us, has an immune system, but in a different way. So that is also an example of how philosophy is important in life, in everything, whatever you think or you imagine, for work, for everything. And that's about it. The tree is a good example because it's everywhere. And this tree reminds you that I need a philosophy. When you eat a fruit, that is a reminder of that philosophical tree. Everything in the nature reminds me philosophy because it's really intelligent, because everything is related. And another thing I was going to mention is